So I'm now joined by Van Connor, the movie reviewer, who I've spoken to before but never met in person.
First time IRL, as I say.
Yeah, you like there's Van Halen, there's Van Damme, and there's Van Connor. Yeah, but Van is your first name.
Yeah.
Whereabouts are you from then, or where's the family from?
I'm from Yorkshire, and the name's Donovan, fully, but...
Oh, okay. Well, look, as you're from Yorkshire, I don't want you to feel bad about the War of the Roses. People are over it now just because you lost. It's not a big deal.
But to be fair, living in Yorkshire, it has its ups and downs at the best of times. Anyway, we lose a bunch of our city centre shops on a regular basis due to overinflated council rates, as the most recent one I discovered this Christmas.
Terrible. Okay, look, you've got films and you've got clips as well, haven't you? So do you just want to lead the way?
I'm happy to do so. So we've got 3 movies out in the last few days and in the next few days. So I'll start with one that doesn't open until Tuesday.
Okay.
So this is a documentary called Cleaning Up The Streets, Remembering Ghostbusters, which is a documentary all about, guess what?
No.
Yeah, Ghostbusters.
It sounds fantastic.
So it starts off rather promisingly. You know, it's got this logo that's like a homunculus made out of both of the Ghostbusters logos, 1 and 2. This will come up in a minute. And it takes you through the complete development history of Ghostbusters, you know, the 1984 classic, which, if you saw that Netflix series recently, The Movies That Made Us, will be somewhat familiar to you, because this covers a lot of ground. But whereas the Netflix series did it in about 45 minutes, this goes on for 96. And apparently, there's an even longer cut that's going to be showing in cinemas from Tuesday the 7th. So this will be on, I think, VOD on the same day. I've got a clip for you just sort of setting the tone of exactly what this sounds like. So this is Cleaning Up the Streets, Remembering Ghostbusters.
You know, when we were doing it, we actually thought we were doing something for the ages.
I thought, why not mix the real world of psychic research and make a good old-fashioned ghost comedy?
I think we've always believed that we were going to carve out a little niche in film history.
And I just got this wonderful shiver down my back that I was about to do something special.
Nothing else like it. It's funny and fresh.
Ah, there we go. What do we think then?
I mean, to be honest with you, I'm a childhood Ghostbusters fanatic. You know, it's like, you know, all people below a certain age seem to be now. It's one of the nostalgia tentpoles if you were born sort of after 1975.
Yeah, I suppose that's right. Yeah. But I always thought that it wasn't one of the better films, I don't think. Maybe it was just as a kid I just wasn't into comedy.
As a kid, I will be really honest, as a kid I preferred Ghostbusters 2. As an adult, I prefer the first one because I'm a sane person. But I will say that this goes in, on the one hand, this is the definitive documentary about Ghostbusters.
On the other hand, who wants a definitive documentary about Ghostbusters?
Well,
it's like Krispy Kreme donuts, right? Okay, it's the best donut you've ever tasted, yeah, but it's still a donut.
Well, this is the thing, like I say, I'm a Ghostbusters obsessive, and this goes into a level of detail that the most ardent fan, even beyond my level, would just find trying. I watched this with my roommate, who, again, Ghostbusters fanatic, and the pair of us just kept looking at the clock and going, they're really going on a bit about this, aren't they?
Hang on, how often does that happen to you, where you just get to a film and you just go, this is rubbish?
Oh, I remember The Spirit in, I think it was 2008, 2009, somewhere thereabouts, starring Gabriel Mark, Samuel Jackson, Scott Hansen. And I remember checking my watch to see how long had passed, and it had been 8 minutes.
No.
And that movie went on for 90. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
You know, I'm starring... did I tell you last time I'm starring in a horror film?
Oh, good God, what is it?
It's called Election Night. It's about political violence. I'm not joking.
Something like that.
I'm not joking. And I play myself. Well, no, actually, the worst bit about it was they said just be yourself. So all I do is I have an argument in the TV studio with a political commentator, and then I realised I was one of the bad guys. They said just be yourself. Just be yourself. And they said, oh yeah, and then it was like, it was literally evil political commentator Andre Walker, just be yourself.
Anyone ever asked me to be myself in any movie, I pity the man editing it. That's all I'm going to say.
Right, what's next?
Okay,
so out of 10.
Out of 10, do you know what, I'll give it a 6, because it works for, you know, really, really die-hard fans, and it is, like I say, the definitive one. But, you know, it's again, like, it's too much.
Okay.
You can have too much of a good.
Okay, what next then?
Okay, so let's talk about Jojo Rabbit. That's out in cinemas now. New film written and directed by Taika Waititi. This takes place in Nazi Germany. It's sort of satirical comedy starring Roman Griffin Davis as a young member of the Hitler Youth, like a 10-year-old boy, Jojo Johannes, who has an imaginary friend, Adolf Hitler. Played by Taika Waititi, the wacky New Zealand comedian, who directed, What We Do in the Shadows, Thor Ragnarok, and he discovers that there is a young Jewish girl living in the walls of his house who's being protected by his mother, Scarlett Johansson. The two start to bond, and he finds his beliefs called into question. I've got a clip for you of Jojo and his mum arguing over dinner.
Why so happy?
Things are changing. The Allies have taken Italy, France will be next, and soon the war will be over.
God damn it! Why does that make you happy? You hate your country that much?
I love my country. It's a war I hate. It's pointless and stupid, and the sooner we have peace, the better.
Oh, the war will end. We will crush our enemies into dust, and when they are destroyed, we shall use their graves as toilets.
Okay, no more politics. Dinner is neutral ground. This table is Switzerland. Let's eat.
It sounds like it's spending an afternoon with Greta Thunberg.
Well, the thing about this is, it's Taika Waititi who made, like I say, Thor Ragnarok, What We Do in the Shadows. If you're going to make, don't get me wrong, the time is right to make this comedy. It really is. The problem is, you have to make a comedy, and it has to have, good laughs and some surrealism in it. There's a moment in which Rebel Wilson, referring to something for the kid to do, says, he can walk the clones. And in the corner of the room is this crop of young Aryan cloned boys. And you're like, yes, more comedy like that, please. There's an entire prolonged gag in which Stephen Merchant he leads an SS troop into a house to search for, hidden Jews, and they all waste far too much time saying Heil Hitler to one another, and it's implied that it's just an unnecessary, cumbersome thing you have to do when you enter a room. And I thought, okay, that's the comedy I wanted from this. It, for me, doesn't do any of that, and I don't think it's a bad film, but it damn sure ain't one of Taika Waititi's best.
Out of 10.
Out of 10, I'll give it a 7 because it is really well made.
Now, we've got like 1 minute to do the next one.
Okay, so Guy Ritchie movie, The Gentleman, formerly called Tough Guys. Hugh Grant is a sleazy tabloid newspaper PI who breaks into Charlie Hunnam's house to tell him the story of this elaborate criminal plan involving his boss, Matthew McConaughey. I've got a very quick clip for you.
Brilliant.
I want you to play a game with me, Ray.
I don't want to play a game.
Oh, please.
No.
I said play a game with me, Raymond.
Right.
Lovely. I want you to imagine a character. Your boss, Mickey Pearson.
You're too smart to be blackmailing us, Fletcher.
Sweet Mary Jane is my vice. Your poison, on the other hand, is and always has been the destroyer of worlds.
You're out of touch, and I would like you to consider an offer.
I am not for sale.
This sounds quite good, actually. What do you reckon?
I thought it was great. I had a blast with it. I haven't enjoyed a Guy Ritchie film this much in 20 years.
Yeah, because there haven't been any good ones.
But there haven't. Everyone goes on about Layer Cake. I don't get that one. It's very stylish. Mind you, that's not really Guy Ritchie's. That's more Matthew Vaughn. But this is the best one since Snatch, for my money. Matthew McConaughey gets the best opening line he's ever had in his career. Charlie Hunnam has finally found an accent that works, which I never thought he'd manage. Hugh Grant's having an absolute ball in this.
Who knew he could actually act?
Well, arguably Roman Polanski back in the early 90s, but...
No, everything Hugh Grant was always in, he just played himself.
Well, so charmingly, but befuddled. He was so good at that, that was the Hugh Grant mystique. It works.
What are you giving it out of 10?
I'm giving this a solid 9. I just had a great time with it. I really did.
All right, well, I'm going to go and see it. That is fantastic. And that is Van Connor. Thank you so much.